Hello, my name is Will and welcome along to another Rudiment of the Week.
Rudiment of the Week.
This week we're going into paradiddles. That's right, it's paradiddle time, and today I'm going to be showing you 4.5 different ways that you can use the paradiddle on the drum kit. Before we get to those ideas though, let's take a look at how we actually play that paradiddle pattern. Now if you're new to the drums, I can confirm that paradiddle is a real word. We didn't just make it up. Well, technically drummers did kind of make it up, but it's not complete gibberish. Kind of. It's actually a rudiment made up of two other rudiments, single strokes and double strokes, and we put those together to create what is known as our paradiddle. So we're going to play 2 single strokes of right left followed by 1 double stroke of right right. That's going to then switch things over to our left hand, where we're going to play 2 more single strokes of left right and then 1 more double stroke of left left. So all together you get right left right right left right left left, or paradiddle paradiddle. One more time, right left right right left right left left, paradiddle paradiddle. And you're going to want to look to make things as even as possible. So you don't want to get into this kind of trap of going right left right right, left right left left. There shouldn't be any gaps. It shouldn't be right left lunch, right right left right dinner, left left. It's got to be nice and even if we can. Right left right right left right left left. Now what's different about the paradiddle is that it's an alternating rudiment, and what that means is we're switching which hand is kind of starting our pattern. Unlike singles and double strokes, where we tend to begin, if you're right-handed, with your right hand, or if you're left-handed, with your left, the paradiddle is switching between the two. So you have right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. It's also 8 notes long, which is a lot longer than your single and double stroke patterns. So if this one takes you a little bit more time to learn, don't worry, everybody goes through the same thing, just take your time. I'll show it to you a few more times on the practice pad. Now you might find that when you're practicing that on one surface, like your practice pad or snare drum, that you can still get a little bit lost within the pattern. I mean, single strokes and paradiddles, though they're quite different in the pattern, if I play them on one surface, singles, paradiddles, they sound very, very similar. It's only when I split them up over 2 different sounds, and this is my top tip. Rather than playing the paradiddle on one sound or one surface, try and see if you can play them on perhaps 2. Try putting your right hand on the floor tom and your left hand on the snare drum and keep your paradiddle pattern exactly the same. So now it sounds really quite different. It's worth practicing between both ideas though, so try playing a couple of paradiddles over 2 sounds and then see if you can bring your right hand back, in this case, to the snare drum and play it on one sound. Something like this. So if you can play through that paradiddle pattern twice, you now have 16 notes that you could use perhaps for a 16th note drum fill. So your 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a could now be played as paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. Now that drum fill works great, and it's an awesome way to practice your paradiddles going alongside a drum beat. However, I tend to find that a lot of drummers learn this bit and then they just stop. They're like, cool, I'm done, gonna grab myself a coffee, can you get the lights before you leave? And they don't actually explore all the other ways that you could go into using a paradiddle, because we are really right at the top of the mountain with the paradiddle. There are so many interesting and quite exciting ways that you can use the paradiddle. And I want to sort of start us off on that journey today. So now we've finally arrived at our 4.5 ways to play the paradiddle around the drum kit. Number one is to add in the bass drum and to move our right hand from the floor tom over to the hi-hat. Now when we play the pattern over here, we're going to keep our hands the same, but I want to see if you can put the bass drum on the first right hand of your paradiddle pattern. So this becomes this. And you're going to loop it round. This brings us to an important lesson with our paradiddles. So far, we've been playing them pretty much at the same volume all the time. Paradiddle, paradiddle. But what we want to try and do is see if we can inject some dynamics into our playing. That means to play something either quieter or louder. And what we're going to do is we're going to accent, that means to hit the cymbal or drum louder than the other notes, the pa of the paradiddle. So rather than paradiddle, paradiddle, we now have paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. Like you're some kind of like evil villain who thinks all other heroes have pathetic plans. Now the bass drum's still going to land on beats 1 and 3, or the first right hand I said of the paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. But now the snare drum is going to also be accenting on 2 and 4. And that actually gives you this really nice quarter note pulse of 1, 2, 3, 4, dum, ga, dum, ga. And so now actually we have a paradiddle drum beat rather than just the drum fill. Number 2. Okay, back to the drum fill with this one. So before, our right hand was just playing everything on the floor tom. But I want to see if we can explore some different sounds. Now the left hand's going to stay here. He is chill. He's sat there, Disney Plus is on, he's watching the Mighty Ducks trilogy, he's fine. But the right hand is going to move around the drum kit. And actually all I'm going to change is 1 single and 1 double of our pattern. So we're going to play the first right hand, and if we can, use the bass drum as well on the hi-hat. Left as normal. And then our right hand is going to play the double on the rack tom. So my right-handed paradiddle is this. And then my left-handed paradiddle is actually just going to stay the same. So together, sounds quite cool. Number 3. So for our third idea, we actually are going to move the left hand, and the left hand is going to go from the snare drum over to the hi-hat. And the right hand is actually going to play initially everything on the snare. So we're going from our original pattern of this, and we're going to pick it up and we're just going to move it this way, just the snare and hi-hat. Now that sounds quite cool on its own anyway. But if we continue this idea of moving our right hand around, we get quite a cool sound. So we're going to go snare, rack tom, floor tom. And I'm going to play the single on the snare, then the double on the rack tom, and then go back to the left-handed paradiddle, left hand on the hi-hat, right hand on the floor tom, double on the hi-hat. So all together I get. This then gives us an opportunity to put two ideas together. If we take the pattern from 3 and put it with the pattern from 2, because both of them are 8 notes long, we have another 16th note drum fill. So pattern number 2 was this. And I want to see if we can go from that straight into pattern number 3. So putting them together would sound like this. It suddenly seems like we've got this really complicated pattern, but actually we're still just playing paradiddles. Pattern number 4. For the fourth pattern, I'm going to change the orchestration again, and this time I'm going to start with my hands on the snare and the hi-hat. That's with the singles we played, so the right-left happens here. Then the right-hand double is going to move to the floor tom. So the right-handed paradiddle is. Then the second part of our paradiddle, the left hand is going to come down to the snare drum and play the snare, obviously, and then the right hand is going to play the floor tom. But then for the double, the left hand is going to go back to the hi-hat. So the left-handed paradiddle is. So your right-handed paradiddle first, followed by your left-handed paradiddle. We're then going to put those two ideas together so we have our full paradiddle pattern. If I then play that pattern through twice, again, I've got another 16th note drum fill. So already with those 4 ideas, I've got drum fills, a paradiddle drum beat. If I start to put all these things together, it's so much more interesting to my vocabulary, but I've not actually had to learn a new pattern. I've just had to learn to put my right and left hand in a different place on the drum kit. So I'll explore some of those ideas a bit further just here, where I'll just demo a few of the things we've done so far. You see how many more ideas we have than just playing? It's so much more exciting to listen to. 4.5. Why is it half an idea? Well, you don't always have to play both paradiddles to complete your paradiddle pattern. So far we've always been going right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. But we could just play one of those paradiddles, right, left, right, right, or left, right, left, left. Just half of the idea. This works really quite nicely in a groove setting. If I'm playing my drum beat of 1, 2, 3, 4, instead of playing 4 and, I could play a paradiddle. 1, 2, 3, 4 diddle. 1, 2, 3, 4 diddle. And I could choose either one. So if I did my left-handed paradiddle, I could have and play like that. If I take that right-handed paradiddle from the last pattern, just there, that will last 1 beat, 1 E-ander. I'm going to put that on the 4th beat of my bar. So I'm going to play my groove, 1, 2, 3, 4. And when I get to 4, instead of playing both hands together, I'm going to play that right, left, right, right, and I'm going to come out on my left hand on the crash, which looks pretty cool. It is a bit more tricky, but it's a really nice kind of quick little drum fill just to throw in. We don't always necessarily have time for these big, long, bar-long drum fills, so it's good to have these little nuggets of fun that you can play. Nugget of fun? Yeah, nugget of, I'm going with that, nugget of fun. It doesn't sound right, but check it out. Here we go. Both of those sound really cool when you kind of mix them amongst other drum beats that you might know. So many different ways in which you can use the paradiddle. I've shown you 4.5 ideas today, but there's probably another 4.5 million other ways out there in which you can use the paradiddle as well. So don't be afraid to sit and explore and be creative using the paradiddle. See if you can come up with your own drum fills and your own drum beats. I hope you've got something from this lesson today, and if you have, please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more drum lessons just like this one. My name's Will. I'll see you again soon.